G'day YouTube, Mike White here with another quick CoinCity update. In today's episode, we've got BCC, Bitcoin Cash is forking on August the 1st. So give you all you need to know to be prepared for that and what actually Bitcoin Cash is. Also have a look at how that is actually affecting the Bitcoin price, but also we'll be having a look at two ICOs, one of which I reckon could be the best performer for years. So big call, but let's get started. Holy moly. Okay, so we are going to have a hard fork on August the 1st. So it was announced a few days ago. Basically, there is going to be a hard fork, a chain split. This is going to be one called Bitcoin Cash or BCC. And then BTC is going to go off, and that will eventually, that is activating SegWit and maybe SegWit 2x later on down the track. But what you need to know right now is you do need to control your private keys. If you do have money on exchanges or in a wallet where you're not sure which fork they're going to be going with, make sure you take those coins off that exchange and put them into a wallet which you control the private keys. If you're not sure about that, I'll leave description in the link below or link in the description below about how to actually do that. But basically what it means is you're going to have coins on both chains. You're going to have BTCC and BTC, Bitcoin. What is BTCC? It's Bitcoin Cash, and basically it's the legacy Bitcoin, but instead of having a 1 megabyte block, it's going to go straight to 8 megabytes with the idea open that can actually go up indefinitely if the blocks get more full, etc., etc. So make sure you are controlling your own private keys. What is this doing with the price? Well, just before the announcement, we hit a high of just under 2,900, 2,980. Since then, there was a bit of a consolidation, and then when the big announcement came, we started going straight down. And you can see here we've kind of found support around about $2,500. Now, what does this represent? Well, what I want to show you is over on via BTC, they're actually running futures contracts on Bitcoin Cash. So even though it's not out yet, they've got a product where you can actually speculate on what the price of Bitcoin Cash is actually going to be. So if we go over there, this is actually in Chinese yuan, but it says that the price is 2,521. So if we go 2,521 and convert that to US dollars, it's around 375 bucks. So if we add 375 to the 25.10, we're just around about, what's that, 28.85, which is pretty much what the high was around about here. So you're holding your wealth, even though you can see the Bitcoin price going down because you own both this Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. The value of your Bitcoin is still pretty much around about at those all-time highs. So don't be too concerned as long as you are actually holding your own private keys. One of these chains will win. I'm not going to go into a big debate as to who are the good guys and who are the evil guys. Basically, there's an argument. Everyone's getting what they want now. The big guys, blocks, are getting their big blocks. SegWit guys are getting their SegWit. Things will work out. The world will be better for it. It'll be okay. Now, coming along as well, just changing gears a minute to ICOs. Now, what's happening at the moment is what I think is going to be the best performing ICO of this year, last year, the next couple of years. It's called Filecoin. If you're not familiar with Filecoin, kind of headed by a guy named Juan Bennett, who is behind IPFS, which is the Interplanetary File Sharing System. Their goal is basically to decentralize the entire internet, just like Bitcoin decentralized money. They're also having a place where you can actually get paid for the storage on your computer, similar to StoreJ and Siacoin. But these guys are also, with the backing of decentralizing the entire internet, it is potentially a huge, huge deal. So unfortunately, if you do want to get into this ICO, you do need to be a sophisticated or accredited investor, depending how they, what is called in your country. Basically, you need $1 million, not including your home or your primary place of residence, signed by a lawyer and accountant to actually confirm that before they'll actually let you to participate. But look, if you haven't got that, don't be discouraged. It's okay. This is it's a long-term play. The coins will come out, eventually. You can buy them when they're on the exchanges when they come out, and my view is it'll still be a great long-term investment. I think Filecoin really could be up there with the names of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Filecoin. They really could be the big three. This is just my opinion. I'm not your financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Just an idea. But another ICO that did pop up on my radar is called Salt Lending. So if you're not familiar with Salt, basically the idea behind Salt Lending is you can actually mortgage your cryptocurrencies without having to sell them if you're short of cash. So let's say you've got a house and interest rates of 5%. You might get redraw of say $20,000 on the equity, and you can repay that back, but you don't have to sell your house along the way, and obviously you get to keep any increase in the price of your house. And you can do exactly the same thing with your crypto. You might only be able to get, say, 30 or 40% of the actual value of it, and the interest rates might be a little bit higher, but it's still, I think there's definitely going to be a market for being able to mortgage your cryptocurrencies if you don't want to sell them and you just want a little bit of cash and maybe pay it back a little bit later on. So the reason that I am kind of interested I mentioned I was interested in Civic. The main reason because of the team behind them, namely Vinny Lingham and Warren Bennett as well. But who's behind Salt? Well, board director is Eric Voorhees. So if you're not familiar with Eric Voorhees, he runs Shapeshift. They're also starting a thing called Prism, where you can actually buy kind of like baskets of cryptocurrencies. He was also behind Satoshi Dice, which was at one stage, all the transactions just through Satoshi Dice were taking around 50% of the entire Bitcoin network. So he's a long-term Bitcoiner. He's had success after success. He knows what he's doing. He doesn't mess around. Could definitely be worthwhile having a look at. You don't need to be an accredited investor to get in on Salt. Basically, how they're running it at the moment, they're selling each Salt for $1.50, and that represents an 85% discount. So ultimately, they're anticipating each Salt to be worth $10. They're doing kind of like a soft launch at the moment, raising $1.50 per coin. Once they hit a certain amount, that's going to go up to $3, and then it'll go up and again, and eventually they're anticipating around about $10. So could be a good little quick money spinner. Again, not financial advice. Have a look at it. Make sure you do your own research, all that kind of jazz. That is pretty much all I've got for you guys today. Sorry I haven't been providing too much information or getting the videos out. I'm going to endeavor to get them out at least every other day. But if you did enjoy the content, please remember to like and subscribe, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video. Cheers.